Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Belle Biv DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do FO. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk, go to work and do that dance that I make.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Chiefs coming in at 7-0, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 1-5. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On first down, it's Simeon. And his first look is incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Anderson finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mahomes going to throw. And able to find Conley. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
On the ground, it's West again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes now to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll run again here with West. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And going deep for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interceptions.
And you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 14-7 is the score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And from the 3 now, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelce, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelce's game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Northwest. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, and he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Albert Wilson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for us to spotlight C.J. Anderson. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon looking deep for Demarius. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Anderson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On second and 10, Simeon. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And here now is Travis Kelce, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try the air now with Simeon. And his throw here is incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shane Ray from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Mahomes to throw on second down. That's caught by the rookie from Michigan, J.U. Chesson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! Over!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hakeem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Gone. Over.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
Here we go.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go here on second down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Trying to get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off of play action, Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. In the red zone this time. Now it's Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Here's Simeon now on second down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Simeon. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tomahali, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Booker on the dump off. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Hunt. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Over!
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Simeon on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. Simeon. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line. Second down, here's Simeon. And the pressure gets to him again. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Third and long, it's Simeon. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield,
now the ball comes loose, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. One last throw here for Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And the return here will go to the 35.